KY3 News starts now.
First today at 4, voters in 97 of Missouri's counties are set to vote on Senate Bill 3 in the April 7th election. Now, this bill, if passed, would change property tax increases in certain counties. Adam Woodbray joins us now live from the newsroom tonight with some of the impacts. Adam.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. And it really just depends on the county you live in. For example, it's not on the ballot here in Greene County, but other counties, it would mean a cap on property taxes at about 5% for an increase. Other counties, such as Christian County, it's 0%. And that can trickle down onto public entities such as fire districts and public schools, which often rely on property taxes for funding.
I'm for it. Property taxes spiked in 2020 to 2022 and caused a lot of people's property taxes just to go way up really high.
Christian County voter Ron Sanders believes Senate Bill 3 will be good for the community.
We're one of the fastest growing counties in the state. As new houses are built and as people move in, those tax revenues automatically increase anyways.
Governor Mike Kehoe signed Senate Bill 3 into law last June, but it has to be approved by voters in the April election for it to take effect. But not every county is voting on the bill. Only 97 of the state's 114 are. In some counties, property increases would be capped at 5% at a time, and others, such as Christian County, are at 0%, meaning property taxes won't increase.
And so we do know that if this does pass, that would roll back to the 2024 level, so they would all see some sort of immediate reduction in the funding that they had already received.
Zach Rance with Nixa Public Schools says even rolling back to 2024 means the school district will take a hit.
We have already given raises, we've made commitments and purchased things because we knew that we were going to at least receive that amount of money from this point forward as we're like budgeting. And so to go backwards would mean that we would have to look at what we had made commitments to.
And as people get ready to consider their vote, Nixa Public Schools, along with multiple other school and fire districts, paid for and put together a website informing voters about Senate Bill 3 and the impacts, which doesn't sit well with Ron Sanders. He worries they're trying to sway voters.
My biggest concern is political subdivisions like school districts or fire districts using our tax money to advocate for or against taxing us more.
He cites a state statute that prohibits publicly funded entities from using public funds to support or oppose the passage or defeat of any ballot issue. But that same statute does say that they can put out information about it, which is what Zach Rance says they hope to do.
We wanted to make sure that when a voter walks into the voting booth, they knew what a yes vote means and what a no vote means. And that's where we wanted to put out as much information as we could to inform them of that situation.
Now, that doesn't mean that your home's property tax won't ever increase. For example, there are some exceptions. Like if you add on to your home, that will increase your home's value, and then that could make your property tax go up. Or if a tax levy is introduced and voters accept it, then that additional tax will be applied as well. All this, which counties are voting on this measure, on this article on our website, ky3.com. Live in the newsroom, I'm Adam Woodbray, KY3 News.